Hey everyone, in today's video, I want to show you how to transfer information from one Mac to another Mac. And you could go from a MacBook Pro to an iMac, a MacBook to a Mac Mini. It doesn't matter which Mac you start with. The process of transferring information is exactly the same. So you may want to do this if you want to duplicate the information on two different Macs, or if you're getting rid of an older Mac and you got a new Mac, you would use this process. And it's almost automated now with a free software that Apple has in every machine. But you do need one thing. You need an external hard drive, because the information from a laptop, for example, or from any Mac is gonna go on here using a free software on the Mac that comes with your Mac. And then you'll take this to your new computer and plug it in. I have two different external hard drives here just to show you. Some of these have USB 3. This is an older USB, and some have USB-C, and depending on when you watch this, it may be something else. So I'll update the links in the description below to two of my favorite hard drives, depending on if it's a USB 3 or a USB-C, and you could go ahead and purchase those. They're usually less than $100. Now, depending on the size of your computer, and I'll talk about this a little bit more when we jump into the computer, you want to get a hard drive that's at least twice the space as your internal hard drive. So I'll show you where to find out your internal hard drive storage capacity. I don't recommend buying the exact same drive, especially if your drive is full. So if you have a 500 gig internal drive, you don't want to buy a 500 gig external drive. That could cause problems when you use this process. So I'll show you exactly how to do this on the iMac here, and then I'll show you how to do it when you replace it with a new machine. Let's jump into the iMac. I'll walk you through the entire process. So the first thing we need to do before using Time Machine to do our backup of our Mac is we need to plug in our external hard drive. And it should show up on your home page here. This is mine right here. This other external hard drive is what I'm recording this video onto, and this other one is my internal drive. So this is the one I'm looking for. Now yours is probably gonna have this orange color to it because mine is already set up to be the Time Machine, the backup hard drive. So yours may not look like this. It will in a minute. So once you plug this in, if I double click it, it's going to be an empty drive, and yours is going to be the same if it's a new hard drive. If it's not a new hard drive, that's okay. You could still use it, but I recommend buying a hard drive and dedicate it to be your backup drive for your Mac or your Time Machine. So once it's plugged in, there's a good chance that it's not formatted the right way for a Mac. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go to the search icon on top, and I'm going to look for the software called Disk Utility. Now, every Mac has this software. So go ahead and open Disk Utility, and do not do anything to this internal section up here. That's your internal hard drive. We don't want to touch it. We want to come to external, make sure our hard drive is physically plugged in, and then click this top layer of this hard drive here. Again, I don't want to worry about my other hard drive where I have my projects on. So I might even eject this one so I don't make a mistake here. This is very important that you don't make a mistake and you format a new hard drive that's empty. You will lose everything if you do this to a drive that has information on it that you want. So I'm gonna choose this external drive. I'm gonna go up here to erase, press erase here. And there's a couple of things I wanna do. I could name this, I could name it Time Machine, Mac Backup, whatever you want to name it. That's going to show up under the name section right underneath the drive icon. And then we want format right here to be Mac OS Extended Journal. So this is the one we want to be used for our Time Machine. This is going to make it a Mac only drive. That's our use case for this drive. exFAT is the option if you want to go between Mac and PC, and MS-DOS is the PC only option. So in this case, I'm going to choose this option. I'm going to leave the scheme right here the way it is, and I'm going to press erase. Now I've already done this, but on a new drive, that's what I typically do to get it ready to be used on a Mac. Go ahead and press erase if you need to on yours. In this case, I'm already set. I'm going to press cancel. And the way you could tell what the format on the drive is, you could press Command I, the shortcut Command I, and you could look over here. Under format, it's going to say Mac OS Journal, the extended. So if you have this here, and it's going to say the capacity of the drive, you're all set to go. Now, I usually recommend getting a drive at least twice as big as your internal drive. So come over here to the Apple icon and go to About This Mac. And on this window, go to Storage. Under Storage, you will see your internal drive and how big it is. Now, in my case, I have it almost filled up, so I do want to back this up to this external drive. So about a 1 terabyte drive would have done the job. other backups are gonna keep increasing the size of my backup. So again, I recommend twice as much as your internal drive for your Time Machine drive. In this case, mine is 4 times, so I should be all set to go. I'm gonna close all these. Now finally, let's do our backup process. Come over here to something called System Preferences. That's the application that's gonna let us do a backup. You could also search for it if you don't see it down here on your dock, but this is the icon for it. And once you open this, all you have to do is go to this section called Time Machine. Click Time Machine and it will launch Time Machine. And if you haven't used it before and you haven't selected a disk, you'll need to select one. You'll have a similar option to this. Press select the disk and choose the external hard drive that you want to use as your backup. Again, don't use the one if you have other ones connected. Use the one I just showed you how to format for this. This one, Airport Time Capsule, that's if you have the wireless hard drives that Apple has for this purpose. In this case, I just bought a cheaper drive and I'm gonna press use this disk, and you could select backup automatically. You could have this checked on and it will back up in a couple minutes. It usually takes a little bit of time to back up depending on how big of a file your internal hard drive has on it. And you could also check this on, show Time Machine in menu bar. I have this checked on. So now if I come to this top menu bar, this is the icon for it. And as you can see, waiting for backup. So it's gonna wait another couple minutes to back up, or I could say backup now. So let me press backup now just to get this process started. And as you can see, it's preparing backup. Now, depending on the size of your internal hard drive and how much you're backing up, this could take hours. In my case, it's probably gonna take hours because my hard drive, internal drive, is almost full. So again, you could come here and see what's going on. It says backing up now, but again, about 0.5 terabyte or 456 gigabyte of information needs to be backed up to this drive. And once that's completed, this drive, if you open it, it's gonna have a folder inside of it now that looks like this, and it's gonna have all the different information from your internal Mac right on this drive. To see what's on there once the backup is complete, you could always come up here and enter Time Machine. Let me press that. It's not gonna let me do anything because I don't have a backup yet. But once I do that, you could see that I could go back and forth between different times, and I could go ahead and restore my computer to that time. And right here, it's gonna give you a whole bunch of different times as you continue to use this. But if you're going to a new Mac, we don't have to worry about entering Time Machine. We could just press cancel and not worry about it here. So again, I'm gonna let this process complete. It's gonna take quite a while, but once it's complete, I'll show you the next step. So now all the information is on this drive. It's been backed up in this external drive. You have everything you need to go to transfer to a new computer. So let's say this MacBook Pro was that new computer and I have everything from the iMac that I want to put on here. Now that it's on here, all I have to do is plug it into the MacBook Pro. And again, hopefully you have the right connection here. For example, this MacBook Pro is USB-C. So a USB 3 drive will need a little adapter too to get plugged into it. But assuming you did the connections right, we're gonna go ahead and plug it in. That'll show you exactly what to press for the new computer to read all the information from the backup. I just turned on the new Mac, so in a second I'll show you how to access the Time Machine backup on your hard drive. So go ahead and select your language on the first page after you connect your mouse and keyboard. Choose your country, press continue, and then choose your Wi-Fi to connect to your local Wi-Fi. So this page, you have 3 options. You could do it from another Mac or Time Machine backup. That's what we're gonna choose, from a Windows, or you could just leave the Mac as is and start it brand new. I'm gonna choose this option on top here and press continue. So this is the page. Now it's looking for a source. That's your hard drive. So in the case of an iMac, I'm gonna plug this in to the back of the Mac. And as you could see, it auto-detected that Time Machine backup on that hard drive. So I could select this and I could press continue. And then I'm gonna choose my last backup here. It says last backup, and I'm gonna press continue. So on this page, it's gonna take a little bit of time, and then you could check this off and decide which files and applications and folders you want to transfer over. In my case, I want to basically duplicate the computer I had. So I'm gonna leave everything checked on once this is done, and I'm gonna press continue. And here I could go ahead and set a password for myself and press continue. I'll press agree to terms and conditions here. And now finally the backup transfer from my old computer to my new computer is taking place. And again, depending on the size of your backup and your transfer, this may take a few minutes to a few hours. So I'm gonna let this complete and then I'll show you what happens next. So it took about 4 hours in the case of my computer, but now I'm all set. So if I press quit on this page, it will take me to the login page and I could start with my Mac from the Time Machine backup. So that's the entire process of the transfer, but if you're getting rid of your old computer, you do still have to do one more step, which is erasing that computer to factory settings. So that will erase the entire hard drive now that the transfer is complete. Again, make sure the transfer is complete, your backup on external drive is complete. If you erase it, you cannot get it back. So make sure everything is on a different computer now and the transfer is complete. But I do have a whole different video on how to do that and getting your computer ready for sale by formatting the hard drive. And I'll link that below in the description. I hope you found this video useful. Please give it a thumbs up. I post these type of videos multiple times a week on this channel, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.